Okay, I'm going to do a quick video here to show you how to do standard normal calculations in StatCrunch. I have the answers on the left-hand side to various questions, so when I go through the StatCrunch aspect, you can check it. You can pause this because I'm going to move fairly rapidly through these various questions. So to start with, if I say for Z, as soon as I say for Z, I know it's a standard normal, and that means I have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. So when I open up my calculator in Stat Calculator's Normal, I will put a 0 for the mean and a 1 for standard deviation. And then I go to the first one. It could say probability Z is less than 1.23. So I want the probability that you're less than that. I want the percent of the population is less than that. I come into the calculator, check my 0 and 1, and I'm going to change this to 1.23. Hit compute, and I should get to 0.8907. If I want greater than negative 0.24, I change this value, negative 0.24, flip the symbol, 0.5948. If I want a between's kind of a hassle doing it by hand or with the tables, but in here I put 0.45 and 2.45 and compute. And you notice how you get a visual verification. This is about 0.45, this is about 2.45. The red represents that percent of the population or that part of the area. Next one, find 90th percentile for Z. Well, change this a little bit. If I want the 90th percentile for Z, I go back to standard. I'm going to clear this and clear this. I want a percent, so I'm going to put the percent I want in, 0.9. And I have to flip this symbol. I want x's less than this number. That will be 90%. The red is 90%. That would give me a Z value of 1.28. When I'm finding Z values, I typically only go out 2 decimal places. This one, find the cutoff for the lowest 5%, and I'm for Z. So I want the lowest 5%. I want the red to be down here to be 5%. So again, I'm going to clear this, and I want 0.05. Well, I'm getting negative 0.64. Makes sense. Z should be negative to get down here. That red would represent 5% of the area, 5% of the population, however you're thinking about it. If I go up to another kind of normal problem, this is my notation. X is distributed normally. My mean is 500. My standard deviation is 42. And then I can start answering questions again. I want probability that I have a value less than 580. So I change this value to 580, 0.9716. Probability x is less than 410. So again, 410, 0.0161. A between. So if I want between 410 and 580, 0.9555. Anytime I'm looking for a percentile, I have to go back into standard, find the 85th percentile for X. So again, I'm going to click here so I can see it. That should be our answer we need. I'm going to clear this value. I'm going to clear this value and put in 0.85. That should give me the Z, or the X in this case. This X, 543.53, has 85% of the population less than it. The probability that I select an X less than that number is 85%. Last one is find the cutoff for the upper 10% of the distribution. Well, that's just another way of saying percentile. So I want you to think about this. In the upper 10%, that means I want 10% in the right tail. So if I do this, this is going to be wrong. That 10% is in the left tail. To get the upper 10%, I would just go 0.9. So right there, 553.83, that would be the cutoff for the upper 10%. I could also say it's a 90th percentile. Okay, thank you for your time.